does this deal sort of reveal what Jimmy Garoppolo's trade value is right now?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if Carson Wentz, who once put together an MVP season, regardless of his mishaps, which last year, look, some of it was Wentz, some of it was personnel, some of it was coaching. It was all a perfect, it
was everything.
Storm. Right. Yes. It was everything. Right. So all of that contributed. So, if you're looking at it like this, Jimmy Garoppolo's never approached that MVP type season that Carson Wentz has had. And I think, that his value has been depressed because of what happened last year and his injury concerns. So if they're getting a second and a third for Wentz, I don't think that the 49ers would ever sniff anything like that for Carson Wentz. And that's really what is more revealing here for me.
Well, hold on. Let me just bring up Carson Wentz's numbers and compare them to Jimmy just for the sake of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the sake, because I agree that Carson Wentz is probably worth more than Jimmy, but I'm not sure how much. So let's see. First of all, Wentz is 28. Jimmy's 29.
29.
Wentz in that one season in 2017, that was a hell of a year. He threw 33 touchdown passes, 7 picks. His rating was 101. The rating the next year was 102. Jimmy in his amazing 2019, his rating was 102. So in a sense, if you just look at the numbers, they both have had that kind of 1 year where their box score looked really nice. They both went 13-3 that year. I think you can make the argument that if Philly got a 3 and a conditional 2, that the Niners might be able to get close to that for Jimmy G, or should push for it.
From where? That's another thing. Now only is it not just the picks, it's now who are the suitors now, right? Because the only people that you can really think of right now would probably be Chicago and New England, if that's even the case, which Bill has already been on record saying he doesn't want.
Chicago and New England too.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, and now do you think that those guys, after seeing what happened with Wentz, because apparently the Bears were never in on Wentz really either. That's what's coming out now. Whether that's true or not, we don't know. But that's kind of telling that if they weren't in on Wentz, what's the plan here? Are you bringing back Trubisky? Are you, so where it whittles down the suitors for Jimmy quickly.
Agree.
And that's really what it is.
Right. I still think it's going to end up being New England for the obvious reason. I just think it's New England takes their time and doesn't want to give up too much, and it's a little dance you got to do. I also think Mac Jones kind of complicates the matter because that's a Saban guy. Saban and Belichick are tight. If Saban likes him, if Belichick likes him, there's a lot of similarities between Mac Jones and a young Jimmy, in my opinion. And if Belichick, maybe he feels, I'll just take Mac Jones at 14 and I won't give the Niners what they want for Jimmy. It's possible the Niners might have to draft Mac Jones themselves. I don't know. We can talk about that later, but I think it's possible. A 3 and a conditional 2 isn't a lot. It seems like that's the kind of move the Patriots would do because, again, they could say, well, we beat the Niners on that deal. We got a 2 from them and ended up getting Jimmy back for 3 and a conditional. So I don't know. Maybe a 3 and a conditional 3?
I don't know. I mean, honestly,
if they could get it, they should say yes. Agree?
Yeah, I mean, if they can, it just felt like the Eagles were like, yeah, we're just going to be steadfast and wait for our 1. And then they found out after receiving all those calls, that's not even in the cards anymore, bro. So, right. You can want what you want, but when the market reveals itself, you're going to have to make tough decisions, and you're probably going to likely have to take less than anything you ever thought you would get for him.
Less than what you probably could have got last year. I just feel like this deal today shows why the Niners are hanging on to Jimmy G. I think not because they think they can win a Super Bowl with him anymore, but because they're hoping they can get this deal right here. This one, the 3 with the deal with the future pick that might become a 1. And then you could be like, nice, we won the deal. Maybe. I think that's what they're holding out hope for. And who knows if they can get it. I don't know. I think this just explains why they're waiting.
Absolutely.
Because they're so Jimmy's fine, but we're keeping him. Jimmy's okay, but he's our guy.
He's a safety net. He's a safety net. And at the end of the day, they can always just say, hey, look, we told you we weren't in on him. We told you we weren't down on him. We told you that we weren't looking at anybody else. Look, they've set this all up perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So they can do whatever they want at this point.